Welcome to our 9th module. We're focusing on sharing your faith with others, a vital aspect of following Jesus that believers find challenging but also deeply rewarding. Today, we're starting with the foundation, Jesus' Great Commission to his followers. In Matthew chapter 28, verses 18 through 20, Jesus gives these final instructions. All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost, teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. These powerful words weren't just for the original disciples. They're for every follower of Jesus throughout history, including you. The Great Commission is both our mandate and our privilege. Think of it like receiving life-saving medical treatment for a deadly disease. Imagine knowing that millions of others have the same disease, but don't know about the cure you've received. Wouldn't you feel both responsibility and compassion to share what you've discovered? In an infinitely more significant way, we who have received the life-giving gospel are called to share it with a world that desperately needs this good news. So, what does the Great Commission tell us about sharing our faith? First, it's based on Jesus' authority. Before giving this command, Jesus declares, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me." We don't share our faith based on our wisdom or persuasive ability, but in the authority of Jesus himself. This removes the pressure. The results don't depend on us, but on his power. Second, it's about making disciples, not just converts. Jesus doesn't say, make believers, but make disciples. Followers who are committed to learning from and becoming like him. Evangelism isn't just about getting people to pray a prayer. It's about inviting them into a lifelong journey of following Jesus. Third, it's for all nations. God's heart is for every people group on the earth. While we might not go overseas as missionaries, we can all participate in this global mission through prayer, giving, and sharing Christ with people from various backgrounds right where we live. Fourth, it includes baptism. Demonstrating a public identification with Christ is an essential part of discipleship. When we invite others to follow Jesus, we're inviting them into both personal faith and public commitment. Fifth, it involves teaching obedience to Jesus' commands, not just head knowledge, but life application. Sharing our faith means helping others understand what it looks like to follow Jesus practically. Finally, it comes from a promise of Jesus' presence. I am with you always. We never share our faith alone. The same Christ who had all authority is with us in every conversation, giving us courage, wisdom, and the right words at the right time. This week, spend some time meditating on the Great Commission. Ask yourself, do I see sharing my faith as optional or essential part of following Jesus? Pray for God to give you his heart for those who don't know him. Make a list of specific people in your life who don't yet know Christ and commit to praying for them every day. Remember, the Great Commission isn't a burden to bear, but a privilege to embrace. Jesus doesn't send us as salespeople trying to close the deal, but simply as witnesses sharing what we've already experienced. And he promised to be with us every step of the way, working through our sincere but imperfect efforts to draw others to himself. As we'll see through this week, sharing your faith doesn't require theological expertise or persuasive elegance, just a willing heart and a personal story of what God has done in your life.